So Masterblend decided to change their bag from a blue bag to a green bag. But that's not the only thing that they changed. To see if the formulation is also going to change the results of plant growth, I decided to use my A/B test pails, and that's what this test is about today. Now I do happen to have both the Masterblend green and the Masterblend blue formulas kicking around, so I'm going to mix them up exactly the same. The only change in this experiment between the A and the B pail is going to be the quantity of Masterblend. That's going to go from either the green or the blue. So 6.9 grams in the one, and it'll be 6.9 grams of blue. The resulting ppms here for the green are listed below. The predicted EC value should be 1.419. I'll check the pH and the EC before we get this test underway. With the quantity of Masterblend change for the Masterblend blue bag of 6.9, the resulting ppms of all the nutrients are listed there as well. Now inside of the blue and the green mixes, I've listed all the quantities of nutrients that are inside of the mix side by side. The ones in the red here are the differences. So the green is using ammonium phosphate and potassium chloride, whereas the blue used potassium sulfate. That did end up changing the nutrient breakdown as well. So the nutrient breakdown for the green bag, everything is the same except the stuff that's listed in red here. So we have ammoniacal nitrogen of 0.5%, where that used to be just all nitrogen in the Masterblend blue bag. Water-soluble magnesium, that ended up getting bumped up from 0.3 to 0.5%. And what they don't list on the bag label is chloride. That came from the addition of the potassium chloride. So I kind of figured out what this might be, and it looks like it's between 1 and 2%. That's the closest number I can get. Don't quote me on this one. I did look for an MSDS to get an accurate number on this. The good part about knowing that this exists is we can also plug this into our Hydrobuddy under substance selection. If we select our nutrient of the Masterblend, I gotta find it in the list here. You can also plug that into the CL value of 2 as well to get a more accurate calculation when you're making your formulations. Now this is RO water that's going in here to make sure I'm not adding any other variables that might be inside of our tap water. So there's a visual look of what it looks like in the blue bag. It has a slight green hue to it. And my first look inside the green bag looks quite a bit different than the original formulation. Maybe it's just a dye change. As far as solubility goes, this is my first time using the Masterblend green. I've got no complaints. As you can see in the pail, there is nothing that hasn't completely dissolved in the water. We have a starting EC of 1730 for the B pail and a starting pH of 5.9 for the B pail. So the A pail, everything nicely dissolved as well. It always has for the Masterblend blue. The starting pH for this pail is 5.9, so that's exactly the same. And we have a starting EC of 1774 for the A pail. For seeds, I'm going to be using 3 tomato seeds in each pail. We also have 3 pepper seeds and 4 winter field pea seeds. Nothing left to do but cover them up with a little more perlite. And now that the seeds are all covered up, we will just click our habitat button and make sure that all the drippers are dripping. That's the case for the A pail. And that's the case for our B pail. Okay, so after a couple of weeks, this is where we've ended up. A is on the left, B is on the right. And they look pretty dang close in just about every aspect. I'm going to pull them out of the pail so we can take a look at the roots. All right, first up, let's take a look at our A side. And beautiful, clean, healthy roots. I don't see any problem with this one at all. This looks good. Let's see how that compares to the B side without trying to get them in there. So side by side, looks like we got some more roots going on in the B side than we do on the A side. That could just be genetics. As far as the plants go, they all look pretty similar in just like every aspect. The peppers are in the back. They're both at about the same stage. And the peas all look the same as well. Now let's take one more look at these set of roots here. All things equal, maybe a slight improvement with the roots on this side. However, these roots are a little whiter and they're a little bit more fuzzy with less quantity. I don't know, pretty close to call. You guys can let me know what you think in the comments, but I mean, I think they look pretty close, and we could say that this test is equal as far as which nutrient blend of Masterblend to go with. Now, after I pull those plants out of the pails, I'm actually going to get my pH and EC meter as well. I'm going to plug those into a spreadsheet, and then we can do a kind of a side-by-side comparison. Maybe there was more or less nutrient uptake on one versus the other. We can take a look into that. There's a look inside the pail A. Here's a look inside pail B. As far as that goes, I don't think that either one is more or less clean or dirty than the other. The final pH of the A pail is 5.78, and we have a final pH of 6.14 in the B pail. Final EC of 1768 in the A pail, and a final EC of 1650 for the B pail. So here's a finished look of the A and B pail side by side. So there's quite a bit more of a pH change in the B pail than there was in the A pail, and nutrient uptake wise or change wise, it's pretty flat in the blue pail, meaning just about as much water got taken up as nutrients, so that's pretty balanced. There was, however, a higher nutrient uptake in the B pail, which is always a good sign. The more the more nutrients plants take up, generally the better they tend to do. So that's a good sign, but that could also be genetic variation in different plants and different seeds that I had growing in there. As far as my current thinking goes, I think the two are pretty equal, and I'm pretty happy that I did this experiment. I'm going to be a little bit more, resting easy about doing the swap for all my growing. Let me know what your final takeaways are, or for those of you that have been swapped out to Masterblend Green for a while already, how's it been working for you? Let me know in the comments down below. Until next time, cheers.